So let's compare three major data protection and privacy regulations out there, such as FISMA, Federal Information Security Management Act, CCPA, California Consumer Privacy Act, and NDB, Notifiable Data Breaches Scheme. These frameworks shape how organizations manage sensitive information, secure systems, and respond to data breaches. Let's begin by breaking down the purpose and scope of each of these important regulations to understand how they work and whom they affect. So FISMA, CCPA, and NDB each serve distinct purposes and have unique scopes. FISMA focuses on securing US federal government systems and data from cyber threats. It applies to federal agencies and their contractors, emphasizing risk management, regular assessments, and incident response to protect critical government systems. CCPA, on the other hand, empowers California residents with control over their personal data. It targets for-profit businesses meeting specific thresholds, allowing individuals to access, delete, and opt out of data sales. While geographically limited to California, its influence extends to the US as well. NDB in Australia ensures transparency during data breaches by requiring organizations to notify affected individuals and the Office of the Australian Information Commissioner if harm is likely. It applies to large businesses, government agencies, and healthcare providers. In summary, FISMA safeguards federal systems, CCPA empowers individuals with privacy rights, and NDB emphasizes breach transparency, showcasing diverse approaches to cybersecurity and data protection. Compliance processes for FISMA, CCPA, and NDB differ significantly based on their objectives. When it comes to FISMA, US federal agencies and contractors must implement a structured risk management framework with regular system assessments, audits, and corrective actions. Compliance includes developing an information security program with incident response plans, system monitoring, and reporting to ensure continuous protection of federal systems against the evolving cyber threats. For CCPA, businesses in California must adopt data protection policies, update privacy notices, and establish consumer request mechanisms specifically to allow individuals to access, delete, or opt out of data sales. This ensures transparency and accountability while empowering consumers to exercise their privacy right very easily. When it comes to NDB, Australian organizations must maintain a data breach response plans to quickly identify and assess data breaches. If a breach poses serious harm, organizations must provide timely notifications to affected individuals and the Office of the Australian Information Commissioner, detailing the breach and steps to mitigate harm. This ensures transparency and enables individuals to protect themselves. In summary, FISMA focuses on continuous risk management, CCPA emphasizes consumer privacy and transparency, and NDB ensures breach accountability and timely notification. So what happens when organizations fail to comply? For FISMA, non-compliance can lead to loss of federal contracts, suspensions of funding, and increased oversight from regulatory bodies. For CCPA, penalties can go up to $2,500 per unintentional violation and $7,500 per intentional violation, with the potential for consumer lawsuits if breaches occur. For NDB, fines can reach up to Australian dollars of 2.1 million, depending on the severity of the breach and how the organization handles the response. FISMA, CCPA, and NDB take distinct approaches to protecting individuals. FISMA focuses solely on securing US federal systems and data, offering no consumer rights or individual data protections. Its priority is safeguarding government information, not addressing individual privacy. CCPA empowers California residents with strong consumer rights, including access to their data, the ability to request deletion, and the option to opt out of data sales. It ensures businesses are accountable for handling personal information. NDB in Australia mandates transparency in data breaches, requiring organizations to notify affected individuals and authorities if a breach could cause serious harm. Whilst it doesn't grant direct consumer rights, it keeps individuals informed to take proactive actions. Each regulation serves unique objectives, from government security to consumer empowerment and breach transparency. Let's talk about where these regulations apply. FISMA is specific to US federal agencies and contractors that work with sensitive government data. When it comes to CCPA, this law targets for-profit businesses that operate in California or deal with California residents' data. It's industry neutral and covers sectors like e-commerce, technology and marketing. NDB is mandatory in Australia for large businesses, healthcare providers, government agencies and those subject to the Australian Privacy Act. Some key takeaways. FISMA focuses on protecting US federal data by establishing a cybersecurity framework for federal agencies and contractors. It ensures the integrity, confidentiality and availability of sensitive government data through strict security controls, continuous monitoring and risk assessments, but it does not provide individual privacy rights. CCPA is one of the most consumer-centric privacy laws, granting California residents rights to access, delete, and opt out of sales of their personal data. It holds businesses accountable and ensures transparency in data practices, reshaping how organizations manage personal information. NDB ensures transparency and accountability in Australia by requiring organizations to notify individuals and authorities when data breaches occur that could cause serious harm. However, it does not offer control over personal data like CCPA. It simply keeps individuals informed and helps them to take steps to protect themselves.